funny.
Oh, he going by.
I know he going by everybody rocking.
Good, we can send him out on a good ride, wouldn't it be? And Brandon Graham. It would be good if we could send them guys out with a great ride, wouldn't it?
Hey, we about to get it, baby.
Huh? Oh, I'll come, nigga. Don't worry about it. What's up, big dog? You ready? Man, we need you to move mountains, man. You can do it? You're big as a fucking mountain, dude. God damn. You ready? Oh, up here. You ready up here? That's what it's about. You got all the abilities. We already know this. You ready mentally? Because you're a young guy. That's why I got to ask you. I would have asked Brandon that like 12 years ago when you were running around here, fucking strip club, doing all that. Don't think you ain't doing the same shit you doing. You ready? You ready, man?
Let's get it. Man.
Out there, that Monday night game between the Eagles and the Bucs. He's been ruled out with a knee injury. My understanding, though, if the Eagles can advance, that Brown has a shot of playing in the divisional round. He did all he could to be available for this game, just didn't quite make it. The good news for the Eagles, Devontae Smith will be ready to go. Now, about the social media stuff with Brown. He deleted his Twitter and he stripped the Eagles off of his Instagram, which he did in Tennessee. So people are saying, does he want out of Philly? My understanding is he went to the media relations department with the Eagles and he said, guys, I'm basically off of all of social media. He left up just a few inspirational posts on Instagram, just wants to get away from social media. That actually sounds kind of awesome. So it's not an anti-Eagles thing.
Yeah.
Mike, the Commanders move.
Now, can we stop speculating why A.J. Brown deleted his Twitter, removed everything from the Eagles on his Instagram? Look, he's simply locked in, and he want to be ready for that divisional round. So, Eagles, gotta be ready. You gotta be ready against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers so my guy A.J. can see the playoffs. This is Eagle Al, and today I will be talking about A.J. Brown is officially out. Also, Nick Sirianni coaching for his job. And lastly, Jalen Hurts is pushing Quez Watkins to play a good game. But let's get straight into it. All right, so let's get straight into the news, man. Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about the injury report, but let's talk about a specific guy, A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is officially out, and we got to give a shout out to Philly Mike, man. I'm really active on Twitter, and I've been active on Twitter lately. When I say they was slandering that man, they was slandering my guy, saying that the source is fake. How do he know this and that? Who is his source? A, why would he give up his source? B, I trust Philly Mike. Philly Mike, didn't tell me anything, but he have certain guys on his channel, so I'm pretty sure he got a reliable source, and he said the reliable source been 100% correct. It was very brave of him to go out there and put that out there, especially on his video that did lots of views. So again, shout out to Philly Mike for reporting this first. But Adam Schefter came out to confirm it that AJ Brown will be officially out. But there's some other guys that are officially out and questionable. But let's go over the injury report. All right, so here we go. We got Reed Blankenship. He is questionable. AJ Brown is out. Sidney Brown, of course, is out. But we got Britton Covey, who is a full participant, will play. Jalen Hurts, full participant, will play. Darius Slay will play. Devontae Smith will play. And DeAndre Swift will play. All right, so obviously we will miss AJ Brown. We will miss him. He's that dynamic threat, that big guy, the 1-2 punch beside Devontae Smith. But the big difference between this game and the Giants game that we will have at least one of the two. Like we will have Devontae Smith. AJ Brown barely played against the Giants. Does make you think like, man, should Nick Sirianni have sat the starters? But I get it. A lot of people coming at Nick Sirianni like, man, he should have just sat the starters. He knew the Cowboys were going to win, but we really tried to go into the playoffs hot, but it backfired. Definitely backfired. Got a couple guys hurt, like Sidney Brown, like AJ Brown. Reed Blankenship got hurt. Like we lost some guys. Cam Jurgens got hurt. Obviously, he wasn't on the injury report, so probably wasn't that serious. But yeah, AJ Brown will be missed in this game. But we do have enough power, and the weather is going our way. We can dominate in the run game. Still got Swift out there. Devontae Smith is still a weapon. He's still the best route runner in the league, if not one of the best route runners in the league. So you have enough to win, because there are reports about Tim McManus saying that like he wanted to be more, closer to 100% against the Buccaneers, but he will be closer to that the following week. So it's like one of those things. He can't play this week, but definitely next week. So like I said, my source said he had a sprained knee or sprained MCL, and which was true, but I didn't know the game status, of course. So yeah, the sprained knee, he has to miss the game. I mean, it's just simple as that. Like he was gonna be limited on some routes, so it's best if he missed the game. We have enough to beat the Buccaneers. We definitely have enough. A lot of people don't want to hear that. Like, man, we had enough to beat these guys, that guy. But trust me, this is the playoffs. This is a different atmosphere. You gotta win your game, or you go home. Win the game. That's all I can say. Definitely win the game, so AJ Brown can get a chance to play in the playoffs. Whoever it is. If we win this game, Nick Sirianni could change the narrative. A lot of these dudes could change the narrative and really get hot. Really get hot, man. Let's talk about Quez Watkins a little bit. Quez Watkins spoke to the media, and he's a hot commodity now because we need a guy to step up while AJ Brown is out. Of course, Quez Watkins is not going to be as productive as AJ Brown, but this is what he had to say when he spoke to Jalen Hurts.
It's kind of the same message he had last week. He texted me, told me it was like, man, phone rings, be ready to answer. I text him back, shit, I've been ready. So that's our mindset. It's just he got trust in me to go make plays, and I'm gonna go do that.
Jalen Hurts said, when I call you better answer that phone. Something that matter. That phone ring, you better be ready to answer. And Quez Watkins is like, he gonna be ready. We will see. All right, so at least I know in the background, Jalen Hurts ain't messing around. He's not messing around. He's on these receivers' ass, especially Quez Watkins. Because Quez Watkins, y'all don't want to hear this. He has the physical tools to be good, but it seemed like he in his own head. He got the speed, got the size. Hell, when he's catching it, he's catching it. He damn near went for 100 yards last game, but there was no expectations on him. Now it's expectations for him to step up. You need a guy like Quez to step up. OZ and the Julio Jones. You need those dudes to step up, have one of their best games. Whoever it is, we need one of those guys to step up, man. We do. And I think Quez Watkins, in my opinion, has more gifted tools than those guys. Of course, Julio and his pass, the size and all that. But Julio's older Julio. Like, Julio only supposed to be catching three passes a game. Quez is young. Go get yours. OZ is young. Go get yours, man. Go get yours. This is the time. Even if Quez not with us the following year, more than likely it's not. You got to show the other 31 plus teams what you got. And this is the time. Show that you can play this game at a high level. Hell, I'm thinking of all the outcasts like Kenneth Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell been playing really well since the end of the season. So he got to show some. Like, a lot of these dudes need to step up. I think Dallas Goedert, or I know Dallas Goedert, need to be more involved in this game plan. Get him involved. Get him involved, man, because you're going to need a lot of production from these other guys to replace the A.J. Brown production. You're going to. So I'm happy Jalen Hurts is calling dudes like Quez, like, yo, like your number's going to get called. You gotta be ready, bro. You gotta be ready. And I like that energy. I like that energy. Let's get into the last topic. The last topic. Nick Sirianni looked like he will be coaching for his job. There are multiple reports out there saying that, like, yo, Nick Sirianni is a victim of the market, per se. Like Bill Belichick and those dudes being out there, look like if Nick Sirianni shat the bed against the Buccaneers, he will be out of Philadelphia. There's a reporter. This is funny. There's a reporter in Florida said he was a former NFL coach for the Eagles. Listen to what I'm saying. It's a former NFL coach that's in Florida talking to this Florida reporter stating that if Nick Sirianni lose this game, he might be fighting for his job. That gotta be Doug Peterson telling that reporter, right? Yeah, right? It has to be, because why does a Florida reporter cares what's going on in Philadelphia? Hey, I think Doug Peterson, in my opinion, it might not be him, but I think it is. But I think Doug Peterson is saying, like, yo, basically the same thing happened to me. Like, Philly don't play. I don't think he'll get fired. Hell, sometimes I think with my emotions, like, hell, he should be fired. But Nick Sirianni just needs some good coordinators. That's what he needs. Sirianni it seems like he's good with the guys. It's just that when it's going bad, it's going bad. But when it's great, it's great. He needs some coordinators. Like he need a Shane Steichen. He need a really good defensive coordinator, because Nick Sirianni's not the best at calling plays. So he don't have a specialty in that. But then he's not a defensive guy, and he probably rely on a defensive guy or whatever, and then Howie and don't want to run this Vic Fangio defense that just doesn't work. You seen what happened last night to that Dolphins defense, right? So it just doesn't work. You got to bring in a good defensive coordinator, bring in a good offensive coordinator, and see what he can do. See what he can do, man. And then at the end of the day, like it or not, I know these last games we were 1-5. Nick Sirianni still got us to the playoffs. It's just the cold hard truth. He did enough to get us to the playoffs. Now these last couple games we look like the Panthers, but he got us here. So our job is to finish the job, see how far we can go. Do I have confidence? Not really, but again, got us here, mostly healthy, and I don't think we should fire him. I don't. I think he should be given one more year. Now, if it go downhill, like we are bad the following year, then yeah, he should get fired. But I think he deserves another shot. He got us to the playoffs, man. Got to think what Nick Sirianni did since he been here, right? 3 straight playoffs. Took a team that wasn't supposed to be a playoff team, got them to the playoffs, got us to the Super Bowl. And then after the Super Bowl, we get us to the playoffs as a 5th seed. Had the potential of being the 1st seed again. But hey, 5th seed, you're in. Now it's time to go to work, Nick Sirianni. But hey, man, what do you think and how do you feel about the news today? Quez Watkins, better answer that phone. A.J. Brown officially out. And Nick Sirianni coaching for his job. But this is Eagle Owl, man. Come on.